Good afternoon, students. Welcome back. I am making this video for standard 9. Subject is history. Name of the chapter is Russian Revolution. And this is the second part of my video. So let's start. In the previous class, we had discussed about the introduction of Russian Revolution, spread of socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. Now, the spread of socialism in Europe was a brilliant idea of few socialist revolutionaries who had planned to establish socialism first of all to end the monarchy rule, the autocratic rule, because most of the European nations were under the autocratic rule. After French Revolution, many European nations, they planned, the citizens of those European nations, they planned to remove the autocratic rule and establish a constitution. So, a constitution that will check the power of the king. Now, in the second part, we will discuss about the Karl Marx ideas. Now, Karl Marx, he was also a revolutionary. He was a socialist reformer, and also he was a good author. Now, in his famous writing, which name was Das Kapital, he has mentioned the importance of socialism. And he spread the idea of socialism in Russia. He was the main person to spread the idea of socialism. Now, what was his main idea? His main idea was against capitalism, against the capitalists. He wanted the spread of socialism. He wanted the spread of socialism, remove the capitalism. Remove the capitalism means the absolute control of capitalists in Russia, and to establish the workers' union, to strengthen or to give power to the workers' union, and so that the workers can control the production. So the production should be under the control of the workers. There are many other things through which, by the idea of socialism, Karl Marx has spread various other ideas, means he has educated the people, he has educated the workers regarding their work rights. So as the chapter will proceed, we will discuss, we will see all these things in the upcoming parts, that the later I will release the video. In the upcoming parts you can see it in detail. Now, Russian Revolution and the First World War. Now, this First World War was very challenging for Russia. The First World War started in 1914. The First World War was the timeline of the First World War was of 4 years, 1914 to 1918. During the First World War, Russia's condition was not so good. Russia's condition, the main cause of the failure of Russia, the main root cause of failure of Russia was the Tsarist rule. The Tsarist rule, through which there was in the previous incidences in history where we had seen that Russia was defeated even in the hands of the Japanese. So this was the reason why. First and the foremost reason was that this person, this Tsar Nicholas, he was a inefficient ruler, and under his administration he has kept various people who were not means so eligible to take decisions. He has kept various people who were not so efficient to take the decisions. His advisors, his ministers, the nobles, they never gave them the correct advice. And this person was only concerned, the Tsar Nicholas II, he was only concerned about his own personal benefits. And he was only concerned to give the privileges to the nobles, his ministers, and his administrative people who were present in his court. So he used to give whom? The priority. The priority was given to the nobles. That means the privileges, the special rights were given only to the higher classes, to the nobles, to the clergies. So this was the main thing that this Tsar Nicholas, this was the same like we have studied in the French Revolution, Louis XVI. So in the same theory, we are saying that Tsar Nicholas was also following the same path. That is why he was criticized by people. You see, over here, criticized by people. This is the reason people, they don't like his citizens, they hate Tsar Nicholas because of his inefficient administration. Now, due to the consecutive war and consecutive failure, every country fights war due to some reason or the other. There are political disputes. There are other disputes. Many countries, they fight war. But the war sometimes should bring some success. Over here, whichever country Russia would fight a war, whichever country Russia would engage a war, in maximum time, Russia was defeated. Why it was defeated? There were several reasons. Inefficient defense management. That means what? Russia did not have a successful army. Now, who were the armies? The armies were mainly the farmers, the peasants, who did not ever hold a gun in their hand. They were given the guns to fight. Fight with whom? Fight with the experienced armies, the trained armies of Germany. That is why Russia's condition was becoming bad to worse. The trained army who had some war skills, like the Japanese, they were even defeated by a small country like Japan. So this was the reason. All these were because of the failure of Tsar Nicholas. Now, because of the consecutive defeats, Russian economy was almost paralyzed. By the end of the First World War, we had witnessed that Russian economy was almost paralyzed. So, what was the reason of this paralyzing of Russian economy? Now, the first thing was that the Russian agriculture often used to face crop failure. Why? Because of the unconditional, because of the climatic condition, because of the weather. Now, Russia has a very critical climate, as it is very near, very close to the northern region, to the frigid zone. In geography, you might have studied in the frigid zone. That is why. What is the reason? Is that the extreme north of Russia, to the extreme north of Russia, the climatic conditions are not suitable. And also, Russia was a landlocked country. That is why Russia cannot expect to get help from its friendly nation. Now, because of the poor climatic, this was a natural thing. But apart from that, as the number of this agriculture, the number of farmers were reduced because most of the farmers were engaged in the war. So Russia was already facing a critical condition in its primary sector, in its agriculture. Now, as the Industrial Revolution flourished, the Industrial Revolution is started around 1700 in the 18th century. In the around 1730s, the Industrial Revolution was started in England, but slowly and steadily it spread in different parts of the world. Russia had also witnessed the Industrial Revolution, and many industries were started, especially the industries belong to the capitalist classes. And the major industrial areas of Russia was Moscow, the present capital, and also St. Petersburg. So these two were the famous places where the Industrial Revolution, the industries had flourished. But those industries practically belonged to the capitalists. The capitalists were the businessmen. Okay. Now, this capitalist class, they had the entire control over the industries. So there were various guilds, there were various associations, and they had the very strong hold in the industrial sector. Now, as the industrial sector started to rise, as the Industrial Revolution flourished in Russia, many farmers from countryside, means from the villages, they migrated towards these cities. So the migration of workers, you see, migration of workers, they migrated, they moved towards these particular cities, Moscow as well as St. Petersburg. Why? In search of work. Because often farmers, they who used to live in the northern side, they used to face the crop failure. As a result of that, in order to earn more income, where their entire family can work in a factory, they plan to move in the industrial workers and change their profession from farmers to workers. So a new class began in Russia. The farmers, they left their traditional work and they were converted to workers. So all this was from this Russian Revolution in the second part. So I will release the third part very soon. Till then, stay home and stay safe.